All right. It seems we made some progress. Can you guys hear me now? Perfect. Finally, we got somewhere. Fantastic. All right. So, I hope you all had a wonderful week. This week has been amazing, and I want to kind of encourage you to keep grinding because this is a marathon that we are all in, and there's no ending. Okay, it ends when you have reached your goal and you are enjoying the lifestyle that you set out to accomplish. So, as long as you've not got to that level yet, um, you have to keep grinding. Okay. Now, today, let's see what I had for the week and then show you what Enigma gave. And then also at the end, I will go through some of the setups that I took this week using what I gave you guys last week in terms of looking for it in price. All right. So, what I'm going to do now is show you some of the Enigma setups that happened this week and the ones I personally took. I took um, trades, few trades this week on Enigma because there was a lot of high impact news. So I knew that there's going to be a lot of volatility in the market. Therefore, once you know that there's going to be volatility, you don't go in shooting everything you see. All right. So let's see what I did for the week with Enigma. All right. So first of all, I show you the pairs that I personally look out for the week. So these were the pairs that I was expecting to trade this week, and I've color coded them. You're always going to see them color coded. So I have here the red ones all being bearish for the week. So the red ones are all um, the sells for the week, and then the green ones are all buys for the week. So the trade I'm going to be taking on these pairs will correspond to the color, right? So I'm going to show you the trade ideas that popped up on Enigma, and then I'll show you again the trades I personally took, and then at the end I'll show you what I showed you last week in terms of looking for the thing that I showed you. Okay, so let's begin. Now this week, this pair was brilliant. I was looking for a sell to go down, and let me show you the setup that came about on Enigma. So let's turn Enigma on, and then you will see right here. So on Monday, I think it was Tuesday. On Tuesday, it gave this signal, and I did put in my entry, my stop loss, and everything, and it never gave me an entry. Okay, it never gave me an entry. So on Tuesday, I never got an entry on this one, but on Wednesday, it gave another one here, right? And I did not take this one because I was still waiting or anticipating a pullback when we opened price on Tuesday. So I was anticipating a pullback to come here, and it never did. So on Wednesday, I did not do anything on this, and today I didn't do anything on this. But you can still see that the trade has been to the downside, which is basically what I was looking for the week, right? So Aussie CAD bearish for the week, Enigma gave sells, right? Let's go on to the next one, and you see this one. I personally did not do anything on this. The only thing I did is what you see here. Okay. The only thing I did is what you see here. Now, what did I do? I only sold today, and I sold based on my personal price action understanding. And you can see I got a beautiful sell. So on Aussie Swiss, I did not do anything with Enigma this week. Now, this is the only trade I took, and I took it, I think, during the New York session today, and I got at least 2 to 1 before price started coming back up, right? So nothing on this on Enigma for me. Now, this is the benefit of what I'm going to share with you at the end of today's presentation, which is having the understanding in price yourself. Is so crucial. Even though Enigma is fantastic, you still need to understand price. Okay. Now, there's nothing like 100% out there in terms of the trading industry. There's nothing holy grail. If there was, I don't think it will actually come out. There's nothing like 100%. So Enigma is not going to give you 100% signals. So what you can do is actually boost your understanding in price by looking and learning for yourself. And by learning for yourself, Enigma will be something that will help you gain more trades in terms of when you don't know what to do. Because when I don't know what to do in terms of price, then I look at Enigma, and then it will give me a trade idea. Okay. So when I have no idea, let's say today I turn on the market and then I'm like, I don't know what's happening. The market is just not in a condition for me to use my price action. Then I turn on Enigma, and Enigma will give me a setup. Now, you are not going to have the benefit of having Enigma, but what I'll show you today is what I did last week. When you get the signal, you're going to get entry, right? You're going to get entry, stop loss, and TP. So all you have to do is just plot the numbers on your chart. Okay, you're going to plot the numbers or the signals that you're going to get on your chart. And then once you plot them on your chart, you're going to get the same thing as I have on my screen. And then you just assess the trade yourself and see, is this actually worth it? Is it going in my direction? Okay. So that's what you can do. I don't think you're going to get access to Enigma, because I keep getting the question, can I have access to Enigma? And the answer is no. I am personally improving on Enigma and how you can use it. You don't have access to it, but what you can do is basically get the signal and then plot them on your chart. Okay. Once you plot them on your chart, let me show you. So if I get one signal, and then I plot the entry, and I plot the stop loss, and I plot the TP, does it make sense to me? Okay. Does what you're doing actually make sense to you in terms of, is the trade valid based on your understanding in price? Because it's not based on, yes, Enigma is all great, but you have to also apply your personal understanding in price, like I did today. Okay, I thought to myself, look, we've made an impulse leg down. This is just a pullback, and it will go back down again. So if Enigma is giving me a buy, yes, it can go up, but I have to know my limit. So if I'm buying, even if I get the good trade of buying, it's going to go to a certain point, and then at that point, price will reject. So then I have to know what I'm doing for myself, right? So if you put the signal on your chart and it doesn't make sense, then you don't take it. Okay, like it gave a buy today, and I actually ignore it, and I was looking for a sell, right? Let's go on to the next one and show you what Enigma gave for Aussie yen. Let's turn Enigma on. Okay, so for Aussie yen, this week it gave one trade here, and I'm gonna admit this one I took it right there. I took this one, okay, and I left my stop loss right where it was, okay, and then it came back and stopped me out, right? But I did take partials, okay. I did take partials on this specific one, okay. So when this one it gave the trade, it went down. I took partials. The time of the day that it came to take me out, I was actually sleeping, so I did not see it. But I took this one here, and I took partials obviously because it went past TP2, and I did not take all the full trade off, and I went to bed. I knew it was going to continue going down because I think if you watched my session last week, I told you that I was expecting price to come here and also here, right? So I was still bearish, so I knew price was going to continue going down, and we had some news event on early Thursday morning. So again, I did my analysis and I saw that Aussie was going to be weak. Therefore, I trusted the news that was coming out for Aussie was going to be bearish. That's why I went to bed without worrying about my stop loss. But they did come and hunt me down and then went down. So this afternoon, I took a personal trade here, just like I did with the Aussie Swiss. Okay, I took a personal trade here, and you can see it went down beautifully. I think it's going to continue going lower from here, right? So this trade is also a good trade. It should continue going lower over the course of tonight. Okay. This was the beauty for the week. Let me show you. I think it was on the 30 minutes. Yeah. So Monday, we had price go sideways. Tuesday, we dropped. And then with this rally, that's where I took a sell. And again, if you go back to last week's session that I did, if you can go and watch it, I was looking for price to drop below to this low into this level, right? But you can see again, Enigma did not give no trade, right? On my platform, it did not give no trade. But by understanding price, I still was able to catch a trade. Okay. So that's why I'm recommending that you yourself learn how to look at the market for yourself. Because if in this case we know where price is going and Enigma does not give you a trade idea, you actually know what to do. Okay. So Enigma will be just a bonus, if I can put it in a good word. Enigma will be just bonus for you, not actually what you be making off from Enigma will be your actual trade. Enigma will be like extra confirmation in terms of what you are looking for. So if I'm looking for a sell, Enigma gives me a sell. I look at the Enigma entry, I look at my entry, everything matches, boom, I take the trade. Okay. If Enigma gives me a trade and I look at the trade and it's not matching up, then I'm like, okay, I don't think, like I did with Aussie Swiss, right? It gave a buy and I'm looking for a sell. Doesn't match up. So I'll go with what I think price should do, right? And then boom, I sold short. Okay. So there you go. Now I'm saving the best for the last because I took a beautiful trade and it was no brainer on Monday. On Monday, that was the only trade I took. Let's look at Swiss yen again. Swiss yen, beautiful. Now, the thing about this system is that when you understand price, it makes trading so easy. It's unreal. And when I say it makes trading easy, it's the fact that it can give you entries and it can give you stop losses that if you just apply what you know in price, you will be amazing in your trading. Okay. You will be amazing in your trading because Monday came and I was bearish on this pair, as you can see, right? Right. I was bearish. Monday came, I was thinking, where do I get an entry? I didn't get an entry on Monday. And then Tuesday, same thing. I didn't get an entry. Wednesday, boom, it gave me an entry here, right? And then I took that entry and then look where we are. Now, this pair, I've been looking at it for all week and I knew that we were going to come and attack this low. Okay. So from Monday, that was where I was targeting. So if I go back to the 1 hour, you can see from Monday, this is where I was targeting. And this was Monday. This was Monday. So Monday, I did not get no entry. Tuesday, no entry. Wednesday, one entry right there. And then send me down. And then today, gave me another entry to take me to my final TP. Right? So with my understanding in price and with the help of Enigma, boom, I got an entry. Now, I did not trust anything in here, but when this system gave me the entry, I trusted it because based on the calculation that it does, okay, it's going to give you an entry based on the trend because price is trending down. So it's going to give you an entry based on the trend. Now, whenever we have the trend trying to change, you will understand price and not take it. So let me take you back to all these ways. So the reason why I did not trust taking the buy on this is because we made an impulse leg down, right? And this was just a pullback. So the main trade will be to the downside. So if it gives me a buy, obviously my profit will be limited by my, and it can come back to my stop loss. Okay. But if it had given me a sell and we were still making lows, then I would have sold short. Okay, if he had given me a sell and we were still making lower lows, I would have um, gone with the sell, but it didn't give me no sell, so I had to use my own understanding. The contrast between this one is that we are dropping, it's still making lower lows. So when it gives the sell, it goes in line with what price is doing. Um, we've not made any high. You can see after we made this high, we made a low, made a low, made a high, still making lows, right? So there's no high. It's just making lows. Therefore, this becomes a valid trade to take, right? And then we continue going down. So I will personally recommend anyone that wants to use Enigma. Um, you want to understand price first. It's something you have to. Okay. Yes, it's going to give you good setups and you can take them without understanding price. If you do that, you will have to rely and be disciplined with your risk to reward because based on risk to reward, because that's what we traders, that's what we do. Based on risk to reward, you will be profitable if you just trade with Enigma. Okay. But it's going to be based on risk to reward because if you take 5 signals from Enigma, 3 of them will go your way, 2 might hit stop loss. Let's be realistic, right? 3 must go your way, 2 will hit stop loss. Now, if you get in 3 to 1, multiply that by 3, that will give you 9 reward. And then if you take 2 losses, that will be 2. So 9 minus 2 will give you 7. So if you're just taking the trades with no understanding in price, you will be profitable. You just have to be disciplined with your risk to reward. I don't look for more than, because what I realize is some people look for more than what they can get in terms of profit. Because when they see price making them profits, they forget everything and then they start pushing their TPs away, thinking they're going to get more. So in that case, you have to be disciplined and then use it. But if not, you will have to understand price so that you can eliminate that two that will not go your way. Okay, and then you can also, okay, expand on your TPs, because if you knew price was coming here, you will not close everything there. Okay, or if you knew price was coming down here, you will not close everything there. Right, so that's the benefit of understanding price and using Enigma Plus with not understanding price and using Enigma. Okay, so let's go to the next one. GCAD. This one I was bearish. It did not provide nothing, and I did not take anything on this. Even though I did see some setups. I had too many things going on in terms of trades, and this is not a pair that I generally trust much. GCAD is not a pair that I trust much, so I did not do anything. But based on what I can teach you to trade, there was one trade here, okay, and that trade was on Wednesday, selling this high during the New York session. Sorry, London session, selling this high during the London session and then targeting this low. Okay, but because I don't trade it, it's not something that I would take. But if it's a pair that you would trade, or it's a pair that you trade, then based on what I would teach you, okay, you will have the understanding that price is gonna come down here, and then you can take the sell. Right? Because I cannot take every single trade on. It's not possible. Okay, it'll be just suicide. Pound yen, again, another pair that I did not do anything on. So I'm not going to talk about it because I did not touch it. Okay, so I'm just going to leave this one alone. Even though I was looking for a sell, it did drop on Tuesday, huge drop. I did not participate in that. I'll show you the one I sold. Okay. This one, same thing. I did not participate in anything because price had been sideways since Monday and it's done nothing. So I did not do anything on this. Let's go to pound. Now, pound is a different animal together. On Monday, I didn't do anything. Tuesday, now, I don't want to jump into what I want to show you. I don't want to jump into what I want to show you later. So I'll spare you this trade that I took, and then I'll show you at the end. Okay, when I finish going through Enigma, I'll show you how you could have caught this trade, this drop. Okay, I'm gonna show you based on what I gave you guys last week, right? Not just this trade. I think there was 3 trades that I'm gonna show you, and I actually purposely taught you guys that last week so that you can, just use it to make some pips. So I'll come back to this one later on. All right. Okay. New Zealand, Swiss. You can see I did put orange color. I put orange color because this pair was showing me mixed signals. It was showing me both up and down, right? Now, when I say both up and down, I mean I do some COT report and it was showing me that it could go up, but based on price action, I was seeing a sell, which is the sell that I took today, right? Based on price action, I was seeing a sell. So because of that, it was mixed for me. So I did put orange and I did not touch it until today, this afternoon, where I got a beautiful sell here. Now, I was actually anticipating it right there to get sniper entry, but they mixed my entry by probably 2 pips. And when I saw it, it was here. And as soon as this candle closed below, I went short the next candle. And then boom, price dropped. And I think it's going to drop again. All right, so I did not do anything on this pair. Okay. right? Look at this one. Such a beauty, right? That's the one I took today. I was bullish and I took this trade today. So nothing to really talk about it. It's just one trade for the week. All week it didn't give anything. Today I woke up. I usually wake up at 6. So I wake up at 6. I'm trying to change my lifestyle. So I wake up before. I wake up like 8:30. But now I'm training my brain to wake up at 6 so that I have more time to do certain things before everyone wakes up. And when I woke up, this was ready to be taken, and I took it because I was looking for a buy, and it did hit TPs nicely. All right. Now, if you want to understand price on how you can get these pairs, because you can see I have a very few selected pairs for the week. I do train, or I do teach how you can come up with these pairs. Essentially, you're doing something called relative strength analysis. You're checking the strength between these pairs. Okay, so when you do that relative strength analysis, then you can come up with these pairs. Okay, so don't be surprised with what you're seeing. It's very doable. I can teach you. It takes some time to get it, but I can teach you so that you can get understanding in choosing the pairs that you want to see Enigma signals on, because you can have 28 pairs and you don't know which side price is going to move, and you don't know which pair price is going to move, right? But as you can see, most of the things that I've showed you, they all went into the direction that I was expecting, which is the red ones were moving down, and then the blue ones, which you're going to see, they're all moving up. Okay, so this was a no-brainer trade, and that was killed. That was killed. Um, Euro Aussie, this one, I haven't received any signal on this, but based on my personal price understanding, I took a beautiful buy this afternoon, and actually, maybe I'll show you why I came up with this trade today. Okay, and you can see it was a beauty. I still have a partial position on because I think they're gonna go up here. Okay, I think they're gonna go up there, so I still have a partial position on this pair. Probably tonight they might go up there. Euro pound, I was bullish on this pair since Monday. Now I'll be 100% honest, I took a loss on this. Okay, not a loss as in it came to hit my stop loss. I took a loss because I bought it too early down here. Based on my personal price understanding, I did not wait for Enigma to give me the signal. So I took the entry. Let me show you how I took the entry. So I took the entry based on Fibonacci retracement. We call it OTE. So when price retraced down, I was using the 15 minutes time frame. When price retraced down, I took my entry right here, and then I put my stop loss here, but the spread took me out. Okay, so it was the spread that took me out on this one, and then I just chilled. I didn't do anything with it until today, and I caught a buy from. I think I'll show you this one as well. I did not trust the movement to the upside because once it took me out, that's it. I don't trust it anymore. Because when I do my analysis and it doesn't play out on a Monday or Tuesday as I'm expecting it, that's it. That's me done. I'll have to wait until I see something really nice before I go in. So what I saw this afternoon, which I'll show you because it's part of all the pairs that I want to show you today, is part of that, and I'll show you why I took the buy. Okay, so I took a loss not based on Enigma. I took a loss on my personal understanding and price here, and then that was it. I closed the chapter on this pair, and then I took a trade today, which was a buy. I'm gonna show you the last two. This I did not get no entry, even though I was bullish. I never got no entry, but I did give one here. You can see it came back. Now the signal was produced here, right? So on Monday in the afternoon, that's when the signal was produced. Tuesday came back to entry, never hit stop loss, and then price just flew. I did not participate in this. Okay, I'm gonna show you the one I participated in. This one, and the one I participated in was on Monday, right? This one, that's the one I bought. Again, I woke up at 6, and when I woke up, price was here. Okay, as soon as I woke up, this is what I saw, and I took the buy. Boom. This was my actual TP where I've taken a trade right now. That was my actual TP. Enigma went beyond that, so I took partial of this trade, and then it just came back and hit my TP at break even. So I took a lot of my position off, and because I was expecting, I'm sort of, I'm not a perfectionist, but I look for some, sometimes I want to nail my TP and then just take a screenshot. A friend of mine calls me Mr. Trophy because I'm always looking for perfection, but sometimes perfection will hunt you down, and it did. I should have closed all the trades, but it came back and stopped me out break even. On Tuesday, I was anticipating them to make one more run above and then drop, and they did it. And then it came back down. And today, I was looking at dollar index to drop. So weakness in dollar Swiss, and you can see it did not play out, and it's going to hit my stop loss, right? I did catch a perfect entry initially. It came down, but then dollar index decided to go bullish and it rejected. So that was the only trade I took on this. This was just a demo, as you can see on TradingView. Okay. So this is all I did with Enigma this week. I did not do much, as you can see. Unlike last week where I hammered everything, this week I did not do much because when you look at the calendar, always first thing you want to do for the week is look at the economic calendar. Okay, look at the economic calendar and then see what high impact news is coming for the week. Because if you can see the impact news that is going to come for the week, when you know what high impact news is going to come for the week, you have to be nimble on the pairs. So Aussie pairs, you can see there was a lot of news, so I was nimble with what I was doing. We also had New Zealand news on, I think, Tuesday evening. I did not do anything on that one. And then we had, obviously, today, dollar. I think we had 2 on dollar. British pound, very nice trade that happened on, I think, Wednesday, right? So always check your calendar so that you know what not to do. Okay. Again, another awesome week with Enigma if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, you still have a wonderful week, but you have to be disciplined because the numbers will do the job, not your trading. So you have to be disciplined with your entries, your stop losses, and your TPs. You're gonna make sure you take them so that the numbers will do the job. Like I explained earlier, if you take 3 trades and you win 2 and you lose 1, you end up with 5. Okay, because Enigma will give you 3 to 1. You make 2, you make 6. You lose 1, you lose 1. You make 5. Right? Okay, cool. So hopefully you've seen the power behind Enigma and you can make great things with it. Now, let me go to the fun part. This is the most awesome indicator, or this is the most awesome system that you want to use. Plus, what I'm going to show you now, let's hide Enigma, okay? And then show you what I gave you guys last week. Now, I'm going to recommend, okay, that if you are not part of this family, you need to be part of it, because we are doing stuff here. We are, it's beyond comprehension. The way I'm seeing price and the way I'm trying to help people understand price, sometimes I question myself, do I really have to do this? But I it's like a mandate. Okay, that's me. It's like a mandate. I see it as my purpose, my calling to help you understand price. So aside what Enigma is going to give you, what I have in my head. Now, let me say something quickly here. If you are watching me right now, okay, if you are watching me right now, it's not by accident. All right. Now, this might sound a bit hocus pocus, or it might sound a bit the word I'm gonna use is actually funny, because it's between me and my buddy. It's gonna sound a bit woo woo. Okay, it's gonna sound a bit woo woo, or it's gonna sound a bit weird. But if you're watching me right now, it's not a coincidence that you're watching. Okay, you're watching because you have been praying, or you're watching because you have been seeking to kind of understand price. Not just even understand price, but it's like you've been yearning for something different. Okay, you've been yearning for something different because you've tried so many things and it's not working. You've been yearning for something different. The fact that you're watching right now means that your your prayers has been answered, because like I said earlier, what I do, I see it as a calling. Someone says, this is my calling, this is my purpose. That's exactly how I see this. And I was actually told that the knowledge that I have in my head right now is not for me. Okay, it's for people that will come to me. Right. So most of the time, I'm always in the mood of trying to give to people to learn. I'm always forcing people to learn, because once you connect to me, once you connect to Elevated FX, you are there for a reason. And the reason is that you want to change your life with trading. Okay, let's be honest, you want to change your life with trading. So the fact that you're watching, or the fact that you're connected with us, means you want to do something different. So if you want to do something different, then you are at the right place, because that is the calling that I personally have, and all the other educators have. We have the mandate to impact knowledge on you, so that you can use it to change your life, whatever you want to do with that knowledge. As long as you're here, that means you really want to change your life. That's why you're here. There's no other reason. And if that's your reason, then you are at the right place. You need to make it a goal to join us, so that whatever you want to do with trading, you can achieve it. Now, the reason why I say that again is because I see this as a mandate. The knowledge in my head is not for me, it's for you. Okay. So join us and let me impact some of the knowledge that I have in my head on you, so that you can achieve what you want to achieve, so that my purpose can be fulfilled. Okay. Because if I don't impact the knowledge on someone and I keep it in my head, my purpose will not be fulfilled and you are not going to get where you want. Right? We are all one. You've been seeking and your answer is here. Right? So, enough of my preaching. Let's head to what I wanted to show you. Okay. So, last week I gave you something. I said, whenever you see a high, okay, and it's being rated or price goes above the high, and then last time price goes above that high, you want to be selling as soon as you get price turning back down. Okay, that's exactly what I gave. Right, so I'm gonna repeat that again. I said when you see a high and you see that high taken out and comes back down, now that high we don't want to see a close. Okay, now I'm going a little bit deeper so you can understand what I meant last week. If you were not here last week, I recommend you watch last week's session because I gave the introduction. Now, when you have the high and then this high, this goes above that high, we want to see this high, okay, come back down. So it will remain like a wick. So you have something like this, right? Something like this. So this one will be a wick. This high is what you're interested in. So what you want to wait for is you want to wait for price to go above that specific high and then turn around. And in turning around, I mean, you want to wait for price to close back down. Okay. Sometimes on this one, it doesn't matter. It can close above it. Okay. It does not matter. What we are interested in is we want to see price now close back down. So let me draw it so you can see it properly. So we have this candle, and then we go above that one with something like this. Forgive me for my drawing. And then we extend this high out. Price can go above this high and do something like this, but we want to see this happen. Okay, so this would be whatever color you use for your down candle. That's what you want to use. If you want to use black, that's black. If you want to use red, that's red. And if this is a green color, that's green. Mine is blue, so I'll leave it there. So we want to see this. As soon as this happens, then the next candle you're going short and then expect price to drop. Okay, next candle you're going short, expecting price to drop. All right, that's it. That's pretty much it. There's nothing to it. The logic behind it, that's what I will give it to you. That's the knowledge I will impact on you once you join Elevated FX. Okay. If you want to learn more about this, I've got so much. The logic behind why, and then why you can actually get this. You don't have to necessarily wait for this to close. You can actually get the entry here. And I'm going to show you a trade I took this week with that same knowledge. Okay. But I'm giving you the basic. If you want more of the advanced stuff on how it actually works, because I've not given you anything, I've just given you this. Now, this is enough. Okay. I know you might want more because that's how I am. If you give me this, it's not enough. I want more. So then I will join in and then seek for more knowledge. But if this is enough for you, then that's what you're going to get. Yeah, wait for price to go above it, come back down, close, and then you sell short the next candle, expecting price to go down. Okay. The logic behind why it should drop, that is reserved for the VIP members. All right. So you can actually get the entry up here, which if you're not interested in that, then just go for this one. Right. So that's all. And pretty much on the downside is going to be the same. We want this candle. We want another candle to go below it like this. And then we extend this one out. Price comes down. It can close below. We just wait for price to now close above. This is our down candle. This becomes our up candle. Next candle opens, we go long, and then we expect price to now start pushing up. All right, that's pretty much it, and it's very simple. So I'm gonna show you trades that I took with this, and with this understanding, and with Enigma, and with the other tools that I have, you will be a super trader. You're gonna be, I don't know where to describe, but you'll be superhuman. Now, some people think I'm a psychic, but I'm not. It's just based on what I have in my head. And what I have in my head is not just for me, it's for you. If you're watching me now, it's for you. So you might as well as join so that I can give that one to you. All right, let's look at the trades that I took today. Okay. So you can see I have an example here. Now, I'm going to show you maybe a lot so that I will convince you to join me because I want to force you to learn. That's why you are struggling with your trading, is because you don't have the right knowledge. All right. So I'll give you the right knowledge. You can see we have, forget this one. Okay. Look here. We have this high and that high. Notice that price went above this high. Okay. Price went above that high. So you extend this high out like that. Okay. And then, like I said, price can close above. It doesn't matter. If it closes above, no problem. All we are interested in is for price to reject. Okay. So once price rejects, then we are looking for a close below a candle. So I'm using the 15 minutes. So I'm going to drop down to the 5 minutes and then show you. So once price goes above that high, all we are interested in is for price to close below an up candle. That's it. So here, price doesn't close below an up candle. We don't do it here. We don't do it here. We do it right there. Okay, that's where we do close below an up candle. So your entry is gonna be, now this is for the free members, right? Because you can see where I got my entry. Okay, I got my entry up there, and that's based on the knowledge, the hidden knowledge, the secret sauce, right? But this is where you are gonna get your entry. So if you get your entry here and you leave your stop loss above this candle, and you take your profit based on risk to reward 2 to 1. If you look for 2 to 1, all right, let's do 2 to 1. If you do 2 to 1 right there, that's it. So you get an entry here, stop loss there, you get 2 to 1. Boom, you're done. Okay, and that's based on what I just shared with you right here. You know, that drawing, I've cleaned it, that drawing that I did there, that's what you see in here. Okay, and this is just one trade. Right, let me show you another one. This one will blow your head off. This trade is gonna blow your head off. And there it is. That was gold. You can see I've got so many drawings on my chart. Now let's go into the H4 because the narrative of the trade was on the H4. So we start with the first one, which is this level. Price takes out this high. Like I said, we don't want to see price close above this high, right? And price doesn't. And then we extend this high out here. Now we are interested in this high so that we can get an entry, right? So the criteria will be to wait for what? Price to close below an up candle. Now if I zoom in on this H4, we did get that right here. Okay, so based on the H4, this, let me hide this thing. Based on the H4, this is where we close below the up candle. So your entry is going to be on this specific candle, this one here. So you're going to enter right there. Your stop loss goes here. And then look where the TP was, down here. So this is where I got out. And look what happened after. It went twice than I expected. That was, I don't know how to read pips in gold, but if I'm right, that's 2286 pips, right? And it went extra more than what I actually took. Okay, I should have held someone, but this was my ultimate target. Okay, you can see I've got some triangles going on in there. That was my ultimate target. So once this low was taken, I was done. Okay, and it's based on what I shared last week. I said I'm going to give you something that will help you make money the next day. And if you did it probably last week on Friday, you'd have got some money with that information, right? Okay, let me show you another trade, 2 more, and then I'll be done. And then I will want you to make that decision, okay? Which is, do you want to go on struggling, looking for the knowledge, or do you want to join us and I and the other educators will impact the knowledge on you? All right, let's go on to here. And I think I showed you earlier, but actually clean it out right here. The long that I took on Euro Aussie. So this was pretty easy, very, very easy. Right here, we have this low, price goes below that low. Notice that it does not close below. Okay, so we extend this low out right there. This time it did not close. Boom, price comes up. It closes above the down candle. Now let me hide this one. It closes above the down candle. So next candle, you're going long right here. Long, stop loss below that low. 221. Let's extend it. You get your 221. But I was looking for this equal high. So that was my target. And I have a small piece on. I said earlier, I think price is going up here. Right, so I have a piece on for that level. Okay, now look, awesome, right? And that's just, this is not the perfect entry. This is just the easiest entry you can get. Okay, the perfect entry, you can actually start looking for it here, but you have to understand what to look for, and that's the knowledge that is hidden. It's in my head, and I've been commanded to give it to you. So you have to seek for me and the other educators, because the other educators, they are also aware. And then I'll show you the last trade that I took based on what I shared for free here. All right, so let's look. It was actually on GBP, USD. Let's go up. Let's see. Now this was a beauty. When this happened, I was actually expecting it. Now when you're expecting something to happen and it actually happened, it's so nice. Just draw that line. Right, so there you go. High gets taken. Notice that it did not close. Okay, extend that high out. Notice that this one closed. You don't care. Okay, we just want this high. And then on the lower time frame, now let me show you where I got my entry. I'm not gonna reveal the secret, but I'm going to show you something. I'm not gonna show you the secret, but I'm gonna show you where I got my entry. So this is where I got my entry on the 1 minute chart. And I know that sounds a bit creepy, but it is. This is where I got my entry on this candle right there. That big candle, this one, that's where I got my entry. So I went short here. I went short there, left my stop loss up here, and then guess where I was targeting? Down here. Right there. I slept, woke up, and price took my TP. Right there. That was my target. Okay. My first target was here. That was my first target. And I took some partials right here to secure the trade. So 1, 2, 3. And I gave, was it a 1 minute gap? No. that is the secret sauce. I ain't telling you. You have to join me in the elevated live sessions that I do. So I do my live sessions Mondays and Tuesdays. But I have something coming, which is it's like I want to share so much, and I just need committed people to share and to teach. So once I get those committed people, then I'll impart a lot of knowledge. So I'm not going to tell you whether it was a 1 minute gap or not, but it was something here that made me took the sell, and that was my target, right? Awesome trade. Now, this was the highlight of the week. That was the trade of the week for me. Okay, that was the trade of the week for me. All right. But based on what I shared, let me take you through one last, and then I'll drop the link. If you want to join me, I will make you into a trading wizard, right? And it might sound a bit weird, but it is true. I'll turn you into a trading wizard. I'll force the knowledge in your head. Even if you don't want to learn, I'll force you to learn, because that's why you're here and that's what you want. You did not join, or you're not watching because for the fun of it. You join in because you want to learn, you want to make something happen. So that's what I'm going to force you to do. Okay. All right. So let me show you one more, and then I'll drop the link. If you want more source, use the link to join EFX, and your life will never be the same. Okay. So we have this low that's taken. Okay. We did not close below, right? And you extend this low out. You extend this low out. Now, we don't care whether we close below or not at this point, because this is the level we are interested in. When was it good to buy? Once we trade above the down candle right here. So this candle is your entry. Long. Your stop loss goes below this. You're looking for 221. Okay, you're looking for 221, which will bring you up there. And I will go for this equal high. Okay, so that's what I'm playing on this pair right now. So I've just given you something that I'm watching right now. Okay, but we've already reached 1-to-1. I've not taken anything off because of time of the day. Now, because of time of the day, I think it might come back down. That's something, again, some knowledge that will impact on you. Time of the day that you want to be trading, you'll be shocked. I'll leave the rest, because I can talk all night and show you some amazing stuff. But until I actually sat you down and start teaching you and showing you stuff, you might think that I'm just using hindsight to to convince you, but I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just trying to tell you the truth that yes, this is the real deal. Okay. So I'm gonna end here. If you want to use Enigma, it's awesome. It's doing amazing. You are going to be blown away with Enigma. You are going to be blown away more with just understanding price by yourself. So you have understanding of price. So let me draw it here. Understanding of price plus Enigma plus funded account plus mindset, because you're gonna need the mindset to be able to use all that you're gonna get. Okay, and you're on your way. Okay, understanding price plus Enigma plus funded account. Okay, let me add funded account plus mindset, and you're on your way to whatever freedom that you. I want freedom. I want to be free. I am actually free. I don't need freedom anymore because I'm free. I don't have to respond to anyone. I'm my own boss. I wake up, even being my own boss, I wake up at 6. So there you go. All right. So if you want all this, I'm just gonna drop the link. Sign up, and I'll see you inside there, and you're gonna be blown away. Okay. So I've shown you enough, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. You will be shocked when I tell you you can actually catch this low, because that's what we did, or that's what I did today, because it's the same thing. I mean, I want to go away, but I want to blow you away with what I'm showing you. All right. If I say you can catch a trade, you can certainly catch a trade. Okay. And you'll be blown away. All right. So that is all you're going to get from me for today. Next week, I'll come back again with even more stuff. All right. So have a wonderful evening. Let me not forget and cheat you by not dropping the link. So let me find the link for you. There you go. I found the link. Here's the link. If you want to learn, we have a package for you. You're going to be blown away. Is the full package. You're going to learn. I'm going to show you how to use Enigma. I'm going to show you when to trade with Enigma, when not to trade with Enigma. You're going to get advanced training. I have right now, I've got about four trading strategies that I'm actually using. This is just half of it. So I've just given you half of one of the strategies that I use. You're going to get access to my other sniper. He's doing amazing. Like, literally, he caught some trades this week that I was like, wow. I don't know how you do it. I know I do great, but you are doing amazing. You're going to get access to him as well with our live sessions that we do. You're going to get trade setups. So I myself, I like to impact knowledge. I show you how to use the knowledge. My other colleagues, they are going to blow you away with trade setups. I'll give you a trade setup, but I'm trying to teach you how to fish for yourself. Okay, my other colleagues are going to teach you how to fish and then feed you as well. I'm quite different. I'm sort of the old school type. I want you to learn to feed yourself, okay, so that you will do well. If I feed you, you do well, but you probably will rely on me sometimes. So I want you to go through the hunger and then feed yourself, okay? And you're gonna get instant access to all the training that I've recorded, because I have a lot of training that I've recorded. You're going to get access to all of that. Okay. So that's the link. If you want to join us, just use that and then join us. Okay. For those of you on YouTube, you can get the link off from our Facebook group. So just go onto our Facebook group, Elevated FX, and you will see the link over there. All right. If you have any question, just hit the comment section and then send your question there. I will reply to you within a couple of seconds because I'm always online. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you guys next week. Take care.